Hello everyone, welcome to Dr. Rajkumar Academy. As you're all aware, we are having budget session, and in the budget session, the budget came yesterday, and you are all aware about the significance of budget in UPSC. So given that from UPSC point of view, what are all the important events, issues, and what all you need to know? We will try to see each one of them now. Yes, this will be little bit lengthy session and you need to note down because this is very important for us from the budget. From the newspaper, whatever is there, we'll try to cover. Within next 2 to 3 days, we'll see. If any issues are left, we'll try to cover them as well. I would suggest you to keep a separate paper for this so that you can note down all the important budget related issues. So the first most important one, like you know, so guys, this is called as Amrit Kal by the Prime Minister. So what exactly is Amrit Kal? From 75 years till 100 years of our independence. That is till 2047. The government wants to call it as Amrit Kal. And during this, apart from celebrating our independence, we should also try to achieve that India will be a developed country. And for that, there are certain measures proposed by the government, right? So they have identified seven priority areas, guys. The first most important one is inclusive development. There was a time when people used to talk about development, guys. So development means income, GDP. They used to talk with these terms. But later, they realized that some people are more benefited and some people are not at all benefited, so that they called it as exclusive development. Later, people said we should not aim for exclusive development, but we should go for inclusive development. That means any developmental activity should not lead to leaving out certain people. For example, if I need to construct an industry, and if I'm taking the land from the farmers, I should ensure that the farmers are also benefited. Similarly, if I am going to construct a dam where tribal communities will be displaced, then they must also be benefited. I'm going to construct a port where fishermen will not have their livelihood after the port development. I need to find an alternative so that they also will be benefited. Second thing, not only few industrialists will benefit, even it should benefit the common people. So I will tax the rich, but ensure that the things reach to the poor. So these type of things come under inclusive development. So that's the first thing, right? I just want you to make a small note. I'll explain. You can write along with me. So the first thing, you can write budget. Below that, you write Amrit Kal, Amrit Kal, KAAL hyphen 25-year period till 2047. 25-year period till 2047. Below this, seven priority areas are first one, inclusive development. Inclusive development hyphen to ensure women women SC, ST, OBCs, SC, ST, OBCs, and other underprivileged sections are benefited. Second point, guys, reaching the last mile. Reaching the last mile. Yeah. So, guys, here I want you to understand one of the biggest challenge for us is not in introducing schemes. If you look at previous governments, guys, and if you look at this government, Swachh Bharat Abhiyan was earlier called as Nirmal Bharat. Like, in slum development, constructing of houses were called as Rajiv Awas Yojana. Right? Now it is called Pradhan Mantri Awas Yojana. So when we talk about urban development, it was called as JNNURM. Now it is called as Atal Mission Amrit. So if you look, schemes intention has not changed. Names have changed. But what is the benefit from the present government is they have ensured that it has reached to the last person. Today, across India, if you travel, phone pay, GPay, digital payments have increased. Jan Dhan Yojana, Jam Trinity, Jan Dhan Aadhaar Mobile Trinity, zero balance accounts. These things have really worked and they have been successful in ensuring that these would go to the last person possible. Right? That is the most important aspect. Third is, so you can write reaching the last mile. Third one, infrastructure and investment. Infrastructure and investment. Please remember, without infrastructure, we can never ever think of economic development. If I need to have industries, I should have good roads and railway lines. If I need to export and import, I need to have good ports. I need to have electricity supply. If I don't provide those things, you see Bangalore, you see Delhi, there is no proper infrastructure, footpath is not proper. Right? When you have these issues, then you will never have growth. So, for any country to be developed, you need those basic infrastructure. You need proper sewage. If there is heavy rainfall, you should have certain structures which ensure that, the floods are controlled. They all come under infrastructure. Fourth point, guys, unleashing the potential. Unleashing the potential means, guys, you people may have the potential to do something, but you are not utilizing it. How to ensure that your potential is utilized? I may have to give you money. Let me say I have the potential, but I don't have money to do business. That is unleashing the potential. If someone gives me money, I will do business. I will improve, right? If someone gives me skills, opportunities, I want to export, I have the products, but I don't know how to go about it. I don't know the procedure. So government will help us in setting up certain systems and help us to export. That is called as unleashing the potential. Next, green growth. So guys, today after climate change, it is very, very, very important that whatever growth we say, It has to be green growth. We can't say like, I will pollute the environment and grow. It has to be only green growth. Next, guys, sixth one is youth power, right? So today, India is in a unique position where we have more working population. Unfortunately, most of them are unemployed. So it's very, very important for us to ensure that there is some sort of youth power. Youth energies are being diverted, and we are able to get demographic dividend by providing the required skills. Then comes financial sector. For any country to progress, banking system, financial system, SEBI, RBI, IRDI, all these are extremely important. If the financial sector is weak, if inflation is more, like interest rates are high, the country cannot grow. So it's very, very important for us to have these. So yes, these are some of the most important points that are important for us, right? Seven sectors. Next is, let us look at the budget in detail now, one after the other. They won't ask you guys, but apart from UPSC, if you're looking at any other exam, this is important. Zero tax for annual income up to rupees 7 lakh under the new scheme. See guys, till now, if you had an income of 5 lakhs, government said that there is no need for you to pay. But now government has told that if at all your income is less than 7 lakhs, then you need not pay the tax. So, like there is no need to pay even a single penny if at all you are having 7 lakhs. But let us say you get more than 7 lakhs, then we have certain procedures. So, this can be asked in different exams. I'm giving you notes not only for UPSC but for other exams as well. Fine. So what are the other things? See guys, if at all the income is 0 to 3 lakhs, then tax is 0%. You need not pay any tax. Let us say like okay, let me take an example now. I am earning 20 lakhs guys. Okay. So if I'm earning 20 lakhs, in that 20 lakhs, first 0 to 3 lakhs, there is no need for me to pay the money. Now for another 3 to 6 lakhs, that is 3 lakhs, I need to pay 5% money. So guys, let us do this simple calculation for you to understand. At the same time, it is important for us to note it down as well. So the first most important thing is, let me say my income is 20 lakhs. Now 0 to 3 lakhs, I need not pay any money, right? 0. 3 to 6 lakhs, I need to pay 5% tax. So this is 0. Now 5%. Fine. So for 1 lakh, if you take 5,000, for 3 to 6, 3 lakhs, you need to pay 15,000 rupees. 6 to 9, I need to pay 10%. So per lakh 10,000, I need to pay 30,000 as my salary, like tax. Then 9 to 12, I need to pay 15%. That means for this 3 lakhs, I need to pay 45,000. 12 to 15, I need to pay 20%. For this 3 lakhs, I need to pay 60,000 rupees. And then guys, 15 to 20. See, above 15 it is 30%. That means for 5 lakhs, 30, per 1 lakh 30,000, 5 lakhs, I should pay 1 lakh 50,000. So what is the total money that I need to pay? 1 lakh 50,000, 2 lakh 55,000, 2 lakh 85,000, 2 lakh 90,000, 3 lakhs. So if I'm earning 20 lakhs, I need to pay 3 lakhs approximately to the government. So this is how they do calculation. But in your notes, I want you to have this one. And then at last you can write above 15 lakhs, 30%. Fine. So guys, after this, let's see the next one. PMAY, Pradhan Mantri Awas Yojana, share rises by 66% with more focus on tier 2 and tier 3 cities. Because this is not important for us to talk about how much percentage has increased, guys. Don't waste your time and money on that. That is like, okay, this much and all, don't worry. But what is important now, if at all you are purchasing houses, government will give you a subsidy so that you will be able to take more loan. So what is the meaning of this case? Now what does the government do? Let me say we have a plan to purchase 50 lakh worth house, guys, and the interest rate for this according to bank is 12% rupees, 12%. But what government does, government says I will pay 3%, right? Let the person pay 9%. So you have to pay 12% tax, but now you are paying only 9% tax. That means interest rate reduced. Now as interest rate reduces, you will be willing to purchase house. So let me say more sales in the house. So if you purchase houses, cement industry, iron industry, right? Automobile, because you need to transport it, trucks, demand, everything increases. So this would lead to overall growth of the country, right? So government wants to improve the economy by spending money and giving subsidy. So in this particular case, government is trying to increase subsidy for houses. Pradhan Mantri Awas Yojana. Clear? Second important thing, we are also looking at developing tier 2 and tier 3 cities infrastructure. Where earlier we were thinking about what we call as smart city mission, but now government is planning to develop tier 2, tier 3 cities as well. So when we say tier 2 and tier 3 cities, it is all distinguished on the basis of population, guys. Fine. So whenever the population of a city is in between, like if I have to call it as tier 2 cities, if the population is in between 50,000 to 1 lakh, I call them as tier 2 cities. If the population is like 20,000 to 50,000, like I'll call it as tier 3 cities, right? Tier 1 cities are 1 lakh plus cities. Is this clear? So these words are very, very important for us, guys. I'll give you the remaining as well. You can write down. Tier 1 greater than 1 lakh. 1 is greater than 1 lakh. Tier 2 50,000 to 99,999. Tier 3 20,000 to 49,999. Tier 4 10,000 to 19,999. Tier 5 5,000 to 9999. Tier 6 is less than 5,000. Because this is the categories that we normally do for different cities. Fine. Next is Adani's. We will see this. Adani is a going issue and growing issue. It never ends. I want you to write below sustainable cities of tomorrow. Like, the government has used a term called sustainable cities of tomorrow. Below this, you write first one, efficient use of land. Efficient use of land. Second, adequate resources for adequate resources for urban infrastructure. Third, transit oriented development. Transit oriented development. Fourth, enhanced enhanced availability and affordability. Enhanced availability and affordability of urban land. Fine. So these are some points. Next is, just like this, it's not required. Mobile phones, TVs get cheaper. They won't ask you such type of questions. Silver to get costly, nothing like that. PAN to be used as common identifier for digital systems. Budget proposes amendments to charge up gift IFSC is. So guys, we have something called as gift city, right? Gujarat International Finance Tech City. Gujarat International Finance Tech City, gift city. And here India wants to develop international financial services center, like how Mumbai is for Sensex, Nifty and all. India wants to develop international financial services center. Fine. And guys, this is a special economic zone, or we also call it as NIMZ, National Investment Manufacturing Zone, where the main intention of the government is to ensure that all the required infrastructure is provided for foreign banks, other financial institutions to come and set up. So that is GIFT IFSC. So now the budget is trying to provide certain measures like tax concessions and all, so others can come and implement in this particular part. I just want you to have a small idea of this. GIFT is Gujarat International Financial Tech City. You might have heard, but still, yeah. Guys, lot of money is being given for tourism, but what tourists are asking is, like, that is whoever is working in that, they say that tourism must be called as infrastructure. Now when I call tourism as an infrastructure, normally what happens, in banks I can get access to some loans, like, getting loans in the banks would become easier, right? So when I call tourism as an infrastructure status, then normally we get more benefits. Fine. So let us say, like, when you talk about travel, hospitality, industry, all this, if we give the term infrastructure, what is going to happen? See guys, in India, if I try to take a loan, there is something called as short term loan and long term loan. So normally long term is given for infrastructure, that is roads, railways and all. Because today if I construct a road, I need to put toll and try to collect money from the toll. It will take lot of time for me to pay back. If I construct a road today, let me say today I am taking the loan. To construct the road, I will take 5 years, and after 5 years, I will be able to pay the money. So when I call something to be infrastructure, I will get concession in interest. At the same time, I will also get time to repay. But tourism is not given infra status. As they have not given infra status, they are trying to say that it is disappointment for us. The disappointments would be there, but government is trying to ensure that domestic tourism for middle class will become affordable, right? And they want to go for one product, one district, one product, right? So that, like, here and there in every mall they want to set up these, where they want to showcase, let's say Karnataka will showcase its own districts and the products. So every district has to come out with its own product and they have to display it, and through malls and other educational activities, government wants to take it to the entire country, so that middle class people, when they go, they try to purchase certain products, and it will not only benefit tourism but also the local people. So here I just want you people to make a small note. tourism is considered to be tourism is considered to be the most important economic activity for a country like India, where where skill development skill development of the people is not up to the mark is not up to the mark. Full stop. Semi-skilled laborers semi-skilled laborers would benefit from tourism. So on a pilot basis, they want to develop 50 destinations. iPhone mobile app mobile app physical and physical and virtual connectivity, details on tourist guides, details on tourist guides, high standard of street food, high standard of street food, sector specific skilling, sector specific skilling, etc. Next, the program is named देखो अपना देश इनिशिएटिव देखो अपना देश इनिशिएटिव Next point, under vibrant villages program under vibrant villages program tourism infrastructure tourism infrastructure and amenities will be facilitated and amenities will be facilitated. Next one, state governments state governments to set up unity malls unity malls in the capitals unity malls in the capitals where each district will promote where each district will promote its own product Full stop. It is known as one district, one product scheme. Fine. So then, guys, cooperative manufacturing. That means when a group comes together and if they are doing any sort of manufacturing, then they are given priority and they will be given certain certain incentives. So cooperative manufacturing is given certain incentives. Allocation of 7,000 crore for phase 3 of e-court. So they are planning to have e-courts more, which will help in improving justice delivery system. Guys, defense budget has been increased. We need to look out for modernization, Chinese aggression, procure equipments, send it to the border. For all these things, defense is always given priority, guys. Unfortunately, Department of Space has got less money, right? They are also having plan for National Digital Library. All this will be there, guys. One of the major criticism by many activists across is the Narega fund is cut by 33%, guys. So percentages are not required. So yes, Narega scheme was helpful to provide job to the rural people. At least minimum guaranteed was 100 days of work. But nowadays, the amount of money that is being given and the amount of money that is being spent is not up to the mark. That's why there is an issue with this case. So criticism will always be there if funds are reduced, guys. 19.6% hike in Ayush, no initiatives like that. Funds for minority schemes, center pitches for 100% switch to mechanized sewer cleaning. This is very, very important, guys. Now you see, when we talk about like you know um human beings manual scavenging, that is one of the biggest issue for the country. Mahatma Gandhi had told that this is the one which I want to fight if I have a next birth, right? So to reduce it, government wants to shift completely to mechanized sewer cleaning, and the program is called as Namaste scheme. Fine, you write down Namaste scheme. National action plan for national action plan for mechanized sanitation, mechanized sanitation ecosystem. Mechanized sanitation ecosystem. Hyphen enable 100% 100% mechanical desludging mechanical desludging of septic tanks and sewers in all cities and towns. Next one, this scheme will replace all other schemes all other schemes and provide mechanized mechanized sewer under Amrut. Fine, guys. Next is major thrust planned for green energy. 35,000 crores, guys, is kept separately for green energy, which is like, very, very important thing. So you write below green energy, green energy. Below this first one, it is considered to be it is considered to be guiding lights guiding lights that would steer that would steer Amrit Kal. Amrit Kal. Next point, it would make electric vehicles electric vehicles and storage system cheaper and storage system cheaper. Next, lithium battery manufacturing. Lithium battery manufacturing is also going to be cheaper. Next point, off-grid solar projects off-grid solar projects, comma, comma, green hydrogen mission, green hydrogen mission, and green credit and green credit program program. Next point, building on India's success, building on India's success in afforestation, in afforestation, mangrove mangrove initiative, mangrove initiative for shoreline habitat, for shoreline habitat and tangible incomes, and tangible incomes. Next guys, railways is in railways they are planning to build more Vande Bharat Express, right? And they want to manufacture them near Sonipat, Raebareli, Latur and Chennai. These four are important. Fine. So you write Vande Bharat Express to be developed at Sonipat in Haryana, Raebareli in UP, Latur in Maharashtra, and Chennai. Next point, guys. Government has planned. Government has planned to set up 100 5G labs, 100 5G labs to develop apps based on based on artificial intelligence. Next point, government plans to add airports, government plans for airports, heliports, heliports development. Next guys, to drive green economy, to drive green economy, vehicle scrapping policy, vehicle scrapping policy is given priority, is given priority. Additional funds are given for this. Guys, apart from this, the most important one is for social sector is higher funds flow for Jal Jeevan Mission, right? The central government, as part of Swachh Bharat Abhiyan, it is also aiming to ensure that, piped water connectivity is being given to every rural household. And this is the target of the government. People may say it's for elections, but 75 years, guys. Even now, if piped water is not there, right? So this is not a proper one. So already the ministry has told that we have provided 11 crore rural households, and they want to go down and ensure that it reaches to at least 19.3 crore households. Fine. So now it is not about just giving the pipeline, but also ensuring that water is reached to them successfully. Yes, Jal Jeevan Mission is a very, very important program of the government where they may ask us the questions. Push to achieve net zero emissions. Because India has told that we will go for carbon neutrality by 2070, 2070. But till that time, we need to take certain significant measures, right? So Indian government is trying to ensure to move towards that through all these measures. Huh. Guys, this is very, very important. Development of tribes. Development of tribes. Because for tribal development, Ekalavya model residential schools they have planned, right? Ekalavya model residential schools to recruit 38,800 teachers, 38,800 teachers. Fine. You write below National Education Society for tribal students, for tribal students. Next, guys, Pradhan Mantri, Pradhan Mantri, particularly vulnerable tribal groups, particularly vulnerable tribal groups. Guys, particularly vulnerable tribal groups are the one whose socio-economic conditions are so bad that if you don't take care, then that particular community may disappear. They are called as particularly vulnerable tribal communities, PVTGs. So special scheme is launched to protect them. Yeah. So guys, these were important for the budget, guys. All the remaining is criticism of the budget. From tomorrow onwards, we will have only criticism only. So don't worry. But one project is important on Tungabhadra River in the upper part of the region. They have planned to have 5,300 crore Upper Bhadra project. Fine. You can write this Upper Bhadra project, which would give water to, which could give water to Chikmagalur, Tumkur, Chitradurga, and Davanagere. Yeah. So, guys, rest all is local level analysis, which we can do over a period of time, guys. I will add more points to the budget. This is not the complete one, but from the newspaper budget point of view, whatever is important is covered, guys. Thank you.